Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to the next of our People Lab Elements session. Thank you for joining us today. I'm back at People Lab HQ in rather muggy Brighton. Really glad to be back here after a few weeks on the road with lots of really interesting, amazing clients. So today we're going to be talking about leadership, which is one of the 5 enablers of engagement that we've been talking about over the last few weeks. Leadership, probably one of the most critical enablers of engagement in my opinion. You may have heard this statement before: people join companies but leave managers. You may or may not agree with that, but I think it's definitely true that leaders and managers have a huge part to play in engaging employees. If all else is equal, if you're working in an organisation and you have a great strategic narrative and you have a great employee voice and you're doing everything right, but your managers aren't great at engaging their teams, it kind of can really fall flat on its face at that point. So sharing some stats here from our Spotlight on Employee Engagement research that we do. And the first stat I want to share with you is we asked people the extent to which management have a good understanding of employee engagement. And somewhat depressingly, it seems to be on a bit of a downward trajectory. So 2016, 61% said yes, they do, and 28% no, they don't. And 2017, it's almost switched. So now we're seeing that only 28% of respondents to our survey, about the same numbers as last year, are saying yes, they do have a good understanding, and 51% are saying no, they don't. So something isn't quite working there. We also ask about managers' capability in engaging their teams, and again, what we're seeing is that the numbers on a downward slope there. So 2016, 41% said yeah, it's good. 35% average, 18% poor, but 2017 the numbers have deteriorated somewhat. So nobody's saying managers' capability is excellent, 13% saying it's good. So it's quite a big decrease from 41% last year to 13% this year. Average 60% and poor has gone up, so 18 to 26. So something we need to address, I think, is really supporting managers to be able to engage their teams. And I think managers get a bit of a hard time, get a lot of the blame for engagement not working. It's always all the manager's fault. But actually what we find is that very few companies really invest time, effort and energy in giving managers the skills and capabilities they need to be able to do this. It's not something that many people are kind of born with or comes naturally. People need to kind of be given the skills and capabilities to engage their team. So we need to give managers more support. But what does an engaging manager look like? This table is taken from a piece of work done by the CIPD, I think it was back in 2015, on sustainable engagement. And they did quite a lot of work around, what makes an engaging manager, and developed a really great sort of competency framework for an engaging manager. And there's some elements of the competency framework there. So things like, being open, fair and consistent, handling conflicts and problems. So all pretty obvious stuff. But actually, if you are responsible for engagement and you've got an issue with your managers, it just provides a really good framework to develop, whether it be skills development, training around, to sort of say this is what we need to do with our managers. And we have got a giveaway for you based on that. We have got the Evaluating Engagement Competencies framework in full, which we will share with you after this call. So really useful tool for you there. And we've also got a great handout on how to become an engaging manager. So a really simple document that you can share with managers, you can have a look at and think about how you could use it in your organisation. But I think what we really need to be addressing when it comes to leadership and giving managers the tools they need to be able to do this effectively is some proper support and development. So development training is critical here. And I think, most companies will have some sort of leadership development training program, but, to what extent is engagement part of that? And we run an Engagement 101 training course for managers, which goes down really well. It's a sort of entry-level course. It's a nice, short, sweet 2-hour workshop. It looks at what's engagement, why does it matter, how does it work, the psychology of engagement, and then most critically, how do you do it? So how do you engage your team? And what we tend to find is managers often say, yeah, I kind of get what it is, I know it's important, but I just don't know what to do. Can you give me some help? So this nice, short, sweet workshop is what that is designed for, to give managers the tools they need to engage their teams. We also run a much more in-depth engagement masterclass for managers as well, which is a kind of much more sort of in-depth look at engagement over a couple of days. So a couple of ideas for you there, and I'm very happy to offer you a summer discount deal on our courses. If you're interested in them, we're offering a 15% discount for the next couple of months. So get in touch if that's of interest, and we can of course give you a lot more info on what is in those courses and what they're all about and what the learning outcomes are. And also, if you are interested, we are still making available our free health check diagnostic tool. So again, we'll be sharing details after the call, so you can go online, fill out a few simple questions, and you get this really lovely report put together for you by the team here, which will share with you both your areas of strength when it comes to the enablers of engagement, but also those areas you need to work on. And we'll give you some really great resources, tools to help you improve those areas that you need to work on. So, and all of that is for free. So if you would like to take part in that, get in touch. We'll share the link afterwards. So the next session we are running is on Tuesday, 23rd of May at 2:30. We're going to talk to you about employee voice. Well, actually, it will be Katie talking to you about employee voice, because I will be at the Smile Expo in London. So if you happen to be there on Tuesday 23rd, please do come and say hello. It'd be great to see you. And thank you for joining us today, and we'll look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks. Bye.